the next speaker, or the first speaker, I'm introducing him first because I have such a fondness for the Finnish Sauna Society. As I mentioned, they were so helpful for me in so many ways back in 1975. So I have this special place in my heart for the Finnish Sauna Society. And I'd like to introduce to you the CEO of the Finnish Sauna Society, Jarmo Lehtola. Jarmo, you just tell me a slide and then I'll move to the next slide, yeah?
Yes.
I think that's the best way, like that, yeah?
So, hello everybody, and as Mikkel said, I'm coming from the Mecca. Mikkel, thank you for organizing this venue. It's really nice that we are gathered all here, and without short, let's start the show.
Okay. Next one.
So, this is what sauna is all about in Finland nowadays. And you can actually see that film later on today or tomorrow during the breaks. It's a really nice film about sauna and about Finnish people talking about their lives in the saunas. And the co-director of this film is actually with us today, and he will be speaking later on. And these persons in the sauna, and these saunas are actually real. It has happened, and I have been visited at one specific sauna venue every year, every summer, for the last 3 years, and we will do again this summer. Now when we are talking about the Finnish sauna, first of course we have to decide what sauna is all about. And here's a definition how we see what kind of room is sauna and what it's supposed to be. Of course, the basic rule of the Finnish sauna is that everybody has to feel that this sauna is their own sauna. So, of course, there are some rules you have to follow. One of the good rules about the Finnish sauna is that you behave in a sauna like you are in a church. So that is always really easy to remember how to behave in a sauna. There are some key elements about Finnish sauna, besides that when you are in the sauna, you are also mentally present. It's not just the room, which is well heated and well insulated, and there's a lot of air. It's also a state of mind. When you are in the sauna, you are actually in the sauna, you are not doing anything else. You are not using your mobile phone, or you are not talking about your business life or religion, etc. So nowadays everybody is busy doing everything all the time. So when they are coming to the sauna, it is for the sake of a sauna and not for the sake of something else. Is it not moving?
Okay, that's right. Keep going.
Yeah. Well, I'm coming from the Finnish Sauna Society, and we have been there for 75 years. We have actually two purposes to maintain. First of all, we are sauna for our 4,200 members, and the second thing is that we are promoting the correct sauna procedure and how to behave in the sauna. And for that we have a really nice Mekka sauna building in Helsinki, and Mikkel visited that place some 40 years ago, and I just found out two weeks ago that he forgot his wooden shoes over there, and the shoes are still there.
I brought a pair of wooden shoes from Turkey as a gift to the society, and they found them.
Yes, I found them, and they are now visible on the front desk when people are walking into the sauna. So we have 4,200 members. Out of those, 30% are women. And as a habit is in Finland, men and women are always in the sauna during separate dates, except when they're in the family sauna. We are kind of a private sauna factory in Finland. We are members-only place, but still we do heat saunas some 250 times a year. We have all the different sauna types present in our sauna building. We have 3 different smoke saunas. That's why it says smoke over there. Of course, the smoke is not in the sauna while you are in the sauna. It's really creme de la creme sauna, this smoke sauna, but at the moment I do not have time to talk about in details what it is all about. But during the breaks and etc. we will talk more about it. But if you ever visited Finnish wood-burning sauna, then smoke sauna is even better. In the same building we have 2 conventional saunas and then of course 1 really good electric sauna. Of course this sauna ritual is what it is, and I think the same ritual is in every sweat culture. So of course the thing to remember when you're entering a Finnish sauna is that you are already clean when you go to the sauna. You don't go to the sauna room itself to wash yourself, but you are clean mentally and physically when you enter the sauna room. And of course we Finns do know it for sure. We don't have to think about that kind of stuff, but I have noticed that in some cultures people go to the sauna without having a shower, etc. So I just wanted to mention that it is so that when you go to sauna you are free of all your spiritual or physical burdens. And of course in the Finnish sauna it's really important that you are allowed to use vihta, which is in the background. It's made of birch trees and it may sound a little bit strange, but we are not doing it. We are not beating ourselves because we think it's nice to beat ourselves. It's because it gives a nice aroma in the sauna, and also there are aromatic oils leaving from the whisk itself, and it's really nice. And as the saying goes, sauna without a vihta is like food without salt. As there are different saunas in Finnish Sauna Society, it also means that there are different sauna moods. And one of the key factors why we are so popular nowadays that we even have to think about not taking any new members in the near future is that when we have 6 different saunas, they all have different temperatures and they have different moods. Somebody likes it hot and sometimes somebody likes it not, so we have it all over there. So all the saunas, which I count saunas, have to be wood-burning saunas. Of course, presently in Finland we have some 3.2 million saunas, and out of those quite a few are electric because they are in households. and of course in the cottages and summer houses the saunas are wood burning saunas. Our saunas in Lauttasaari are a little bit special because we have really huge stoves, kiuas. Usually the stoves are not carrying 2,000 tons of stones. Normal household kiuas are about 100 kilos, 200 pounds of stones, but our kiuas are much, much bigger, and then they are also during the heating process, they are really, really hot. And if you visit the place, our kiu cart are equipped with lids, and you have to always open the lids before you create the löyly. This is okay. Get back a little bit.
Back one, okay. Is it going back?
Backwards.
Yeah.
Oh, we have different saunas, and as saunas are really close to our hearts, we have named our saunas. They have names and numbers, and okay, here they are. I'm not gonna read through what each and every sauna is like, but these names are traditional old Finnish first names, and then nowadays when people are going to the saunas, they call them by names partly and by nicknames. Few saunas do have a couple of nicknames, and then they have the name and then the number. This is not the case in normal saunas in Finland, so people don't call them by names. They are just saunas and public saunas. But our place is a little bit different because we are the Mecca.
Okay. Are we doing okay here? Yeah.
Then I was going to talk about a little bit about the public saunas in Finland, but within this time limit, I do not have that much time. But these are actual kind of public saunas. Turku was a culture capital of Finland two summers ago, and all these pictures you see in front of you are actual saunas. So, for example, this floating draft sauna over here is like a camera. You can see the scenery outside the sauna, which is reflected onto the walls. It's a camera obscura. It was floating raft. You had to swim into it, and it was really nice wood-heated sauna.
How was that heated?
Wood-heated. There's
wood.
a
Okay.
stove in the middle. And then this sauna Solaris was totally made out of glass, really mild, and it was basically in the middle of the city. Visited that one too. And then there we do have this floating hot cube, which is basically a sauna without windows. You went in through here, and again wood-heated sauna. And then this one last yellow onion was one experimental place, because it was made of glass fiber, and there were some sounds which are quite unusual to a Finnish sauna, and some American musician, I don't remember his name right now, designed special sounds to go with the löyly. When you created löyly in a different way, then he had created different kind of a sound system into that sauna. So that was something very special.
That's cool. Yeah.
Out of these three saunas, that was the sauna I least liked. Because for me, sauna is a place of meditation, and you don't need to speak. You don't need to actually think there either. You just stay there, and normally when I stay in the sauna, somebody just asked me today, I stay between 2.5, 4.5 hours in the sauna, and of course it doesn't mean that I stay in the sauna room for that long time. Usually the sauna cycle goes so that you stay in the sauna and then you cool off, and that cycle takes about 15 minutes, and then you just repeat the procedure for many more hours. For us Finns, a sauna also without a water element is like food without the salt. So we always like to have river, lake, sea, in that order. So a cottage sauna without a river is quite not possible in Finland. Of course, we do have also city saunas around in the country, and in most cases there's not a water element. I just briefly tell a little bit of the public saunas in Finland nowadays. As told, out of 3.2 million saunas, we do have now only 15 public saunas in the whole country, 15. I have visited all of them, and they are actually not in Helsinki, the capital region. There's another big city, Tampere, which is the sauna capital of Finland, and most of the public saunas are located over there. The public sauna culture was doing really well in the 30s, 40s. Just alone in Helsinki area, we had some 100 public saunas by the end of 1940s. Nowadays we have 4 saunas in Helsinki. And the reason for that, of course, is that Finns started to build saunas in the buildings, and that's how we have so many saunas in Finland, which is more than we have cars or households. And it could be easily for every single Finn to be simultaneously in the sauna. We will still have plenty of room for foreigners as well. So public sauna culture in Finland is slightly different to the member saunas, because in public sauna men and women are together, and to my opinion you must not wear anything in the sauna, but in those public saunas in Tampere area you must wear a swimsuit, because men and women are together in the same place. So for me, public saunas in Finland are really good. You get to meet the people, you see the different places, but then you have to have a sauna in your swimsuit, which is not according to my sauna ideology. I have some information here about the Finnish Sauna Society, not for everybody. This is in English, and then we have some leaflet with nice pictures. Let's have a sauna. It tells you a little bit about our sauna culture nowadays, and this was printed about 10 years ago, and I made one little correction over here. During that time we had 1.6 million saunas, and now I made a correction in this leaflet that we actually do have 3.2 million saunas in Finland. At least. and I do have one of those, actually 3 of those. We have 5 million people. So, and if you want to know how many cars we have, it's less than saunas.
So we have a long ways to go here.
Yeah, it is. Different countries, different sauna manners. So I think my time is up.
Mm-hmm.
So
let me hold on. Let me get this. Ask your question in the mic so everybody can hear it.
What is the translation for sauna?
The translation for sauna is amazingly enough sauna, because that is the only Finnish word in any of the languages which has been adopted outside Finland. So sauna is a Finnish word. Yes.
I noticed on your slide you had the word lololi vapor. Can you describe that?
Yes, löyly is the correct word for that, but in order to people to understand what I'm talking about, I call it löyly vapor, because löyly is much more than steam. Löyly is the whole procedure when you go into the sauna and you create. We say create, we don't throw water. You create löyly, which is the whole procedure. It starts when you put actually create water onto the hot stones, and when you get the visual idea of that, then you hear the löyly, and then you feel the löyly, and then you basically meditate. So it's really difficult to translate to any other languages, because we have had saunas in Finland so many thousand years on our peninsula for the last 10,000 years. So we have developed particular sauna-related words which are not able to translate to any other languages.
More questions? Okay, because we're going to have to move along here. Yeah, go ahead.
One little question.
Go for it.
Health-wise and average lifespan in Finland versus the rest of Europe, do you think there is a comparison based on the amount of people using it regularly?
Yes, of course. Nowadays, I would say that the best health benefit of a sauna for modern person nowadays is that it relaxes you. And of course, when you go into the sauna, then you usually go into the cold water, your pulse increases and your blood pressure is low. But the main thing is that you are stress-free nowadays. Of course, it used to be so that the sauna was the cleanest place in the household. People were born in the sauna, and then the last journey also started in the sauna in the old days. We still do have people in Finland who have born in the sauna.
And lifespan, do you think people live longer, live healthier?
Yes. It is certainly so because, well, of course, when you are in the sauna mood, your body is in a different mood as well.
The Finns they work in contrast though, because they have a really good lifestyle, and then they also have one of the highest rates of smoking in the world, and drinking. So
Yes,
there's
but
a contrast.
but you mustn't mix smoking with the smoke sauna.
No, of course not. And we'll get into a lot more of the actual, physiological aspects of sweat bathing as we go along here. But it's a really good question. I want to add one thing to what you're saying, that your former president, Professor Ted, he told me once, he said, and I was a little saddened to hear the new numbers that you gave me about the demise of the public saunas in Finland, because when I was there was still many of the public baths left in Helsinki. But he had something to say that it really made an impression on me. He said, the idea is not to have the best sauna on the block, but to get the block in the sauna. And I really believe that there's something, it's a little sad when we start losing the public bath institution, because that really was the place where people came and met, normally wouldn't meet. So anyway, that's just one aside.
The public sauna used to be like a Italian plaza in Finland, so we have kind of lost that culture now.
Thank you very much. He'll be here for today, so thank you, Jarmo.